Good morning, everybody. This is another English functional skills video. Today we're going to do identifying key features of the purposes of text. This is for functional skills level 1 and entry level 3. You can, of course, mix both things, and you can give yourself a challenge in some of the tasks that I've given you and at the end, and I encourage you to do so. So we're going to go through the features of the purposes of texts. So the purpose of a text. Well, texts have different purposes. They could have been written to inform, persuade, instruct, or describe. And these are the 4 different types that you'll be looking at in functional skills. So let's look at that a little bit. So for functional skills and entry-level English, you will need to be able to identify the purpose of a text. So that means you've got to look at the different things that make a text a particular thing. So let's look at the different definitions. A text that is informative informs readers, so it gives information. These could be anything that give us facts and information. For example, an article about going to the gym. It will tell us all about going to the gym. It will give us factual information. A text that is instructive gives us instructions for something. This could be directions to a place, how to get to school, or how to get to Crystal Palace. That would be instructive. Or a recipe. We use recipes all the time. That's instructive. A text that is descriptive tells us what an experience of something is like. This could be a review of a caravan park, cycling holiday, an adventure playground, but it uses descriptive words to describe an experience or an event. A text that is persuasive tries to persuade us to do something or think in a certain way. This could be an advert for a new phone, or to try a new food, or to take up recycling. So now let's look at each of these and see which key elements, which things make them the text that they are. So let's look at the first one. The first one is an informative text. So this is taken from a support group for parents. And as you can see, it provides information. It has lots of facts. So it's not doing anything else. It's just providing us with facts. Yeah. It tells us about the services on offer, and it provides information to the audience. Yeah. So it tells us where it is, what it's doing, the sorts of questions people might ask. Yeah. It's providing lots of factual information. So it's an informative text. So when we look for an informative text, we're looking for facts that provide information. Right, let's look at another one. An instructive text. So this is a text that provides instructions. That's the key. So for this one, this is a recipe for posh fish finger sarnie. It is available on the Tesco website should you like to have a look at it and replace it with whichever filling you like rather than fish. But it provides instructions. So an instructive text will provide instructions. So here it tells us what to buy. That's really an instruction. In the ingredients, it's instructions, but the instructions are also in the method for cooking. So the key to an instructive text, the things that we should be looking for, is that it's telling us what we should do, meaning you need to go through the gate kind of thing, or you need to buy 5 apples and then you need to make the pastry. So it's not doing anything else, it's just giving us instructions, if you see what I mean. Good, right, let's look at the next one. Okay, so the next one is a descriptive text. So the key thing about descriptive text is that it's describing, an experience or event, and it's using words to describe the experience or event. Sorry, it's using words to describe that will tell us about that event. So we know that the experience here is swimming in a loch, and then we've got these descriptive words: clattering, ruined, and small. So they're trying to build a descriptive image in our minds. So if you're asked to identify descriptive text, you need to look at it describing an experience or an event, like what something is like, and that it's using descriptive words. Good, right, let's move on to the other one. Persuasive text. Well, persuasive text tries to get us to do something, like by trainers, or think in a certain way, like become vegan or eat more healthily, or is persuading us. So when you're looking at a persuasive text, the key things to think about are that it's trying to get us to think in a certain way or do something. So adverts are a good example of persuasive text. So they use facts and descriptive words to make us do, buy, or think something. But these facts and descriptive words are persuading us. So the key to the persuasive text is that it's persuading us to do something. So those are the different elements of the different parts of each type of text. We've got the informative, which just gives us facts and information. We've got the instructive, which gives us instructions. The descriptive, which is describing an event using descriptive words. And the persuasive, which is getting us to think in a certain way and is using facts and language to make us think or do that very thing. Okay, right, let's look at some of the activities that I've given you to do. So you're going to look at the text in the links. I'm going to give you some links, and you're going to look at, do they inform, instruct, describe, or persuade? So do they provide information, instructions, description of an event, or are they trying to persuade us to do something? I suggest you make notes on why they fit the category, i.e. if it's trying to inform you, you say it's giving you information. And then when you've done that for each one, I want you to have a go at answering the question from the exam paper. So look at the question that asks you to identify the type of text. And this one you might like to have a go at. It's a little bit more creative. Have a go at making your own examples for each text. This will really make you feel a lot more confident in identifying it, because when you're looking at a text and you go, well, is it informing, or is it describing, or is it persuading? Some you might be more confident at and others. Whereas if you try and make one yourself, yeah, then you're going to feel more confident, because you can look at the instruction or the information and go, well, it is actually doing that. So I've made a list for you. So for your own examples here, you can write directions or a recipe. That would be to instruct. You can write one to provide information of an event. That would be informing. Persuade, you could design an advert using describing words and facts, so you know that you're doing a persuasive text. And then describe a place you've been to in one paragraph. Just expecting you to give a snapshot. This last one, the descriptive one, is really good for your sentences. Anything that gets you to write things down will improve your sentences, make you feel more confident. Use words to describe, adjectives and verbs. I can give you links for that. You can look them up online. So you've got lots to do. Go back on this video to all the different things to help you remember what each text does. Have a go at making some yourself. Have a go at the exam paper. You can choose to do a range of these. You know, you might choose to do 3 different things, but I do encourage you to actually certainly have a go at making them yourself, because it will be helpful for you. They don't need marking. You should be able to work out that if it's directions, it's instructing, that it's providing information, that it's persuading, if it's trying to get you to do something, that it's describing something. Okay, I hope that you are all doing okay. You are doing very well. It is very new and very unusual for all of us. We're all thinking of you. Well done for keeping going during lockdown. Don't give up, keep learning. There is a benefit to it. It will benefit you in your life, not just in your exam. Remember that. Take care and keep going, and I shall see you next time. Bye.